protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up, corner. Win it, we gonna. Going up, corner. Did it like my persona. Going up, corner. Ripping them was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Go up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bears going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Now Wilson running left on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
This is Howard on second down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards that time at a 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. On the left side, a catch by White. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this 1st drive, going to plan so far. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deion Sims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Big hold to the 30. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A nice strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Second down, Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, they run with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Trubisky on first down. His throw incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here. Again, it's Trubisky. They find some open field here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's third down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. Now Wilson on first down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Luke Wilson, as the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Walsh. It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 30! Watching now, Barney! Over!
On first down, Trubisky. Launching one for Henderson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And some room to maneuver. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky launching one for Henderson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the defense has put them in a tough spot at 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's Prosise. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Morris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, again, they go Prosise. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A 2nd down carry for Prosise. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Prosise. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Morris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Right back to Procise. Room here to run. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the 49ers have just scored for some more cushion. A win would be their first of the young season. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and just 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2nd and just 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. A win would be their first of the young season. Shift together here from the D-line.
Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Watch it now, Marty! Marty! Here we go now! Boom! Landed! Boom! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Steps away to his left. And pressure gets to him again. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go now! 3-19!
One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just